Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Cole now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, I think he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Big 3rd down stop. I can almost hear that defense saying, go ahead, go for it. Try it. Try it.
You see that swagger out there, don't you? You see him saying, yeah, go ahead and give it one more shot. But I think if you're the head coach in this situation with you having the ball, just tip your cap to the guy on the other side and say, okay, you got me this time. Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the game.
Well, if they would go for it and not get it, though, the other offense would have a long way to go. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Slant route to Miller.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 24, Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. On 1st and 10, Cousins. On the right side, this is Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons
gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
To try again after the sack, Prescott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He'll check this one off to Fournette. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins dumps it off to Fournette. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins again. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Blitz coming for Cousins. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here come the Cowboys. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On play action, Prescott. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Prescott on first down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throws this one right side to Pascal. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joe Tryon providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure, but that time they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On set. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge is a successful one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
On third down, Cousins. And now another one thrown incomplete. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but third down coming up. Open man Lamb, it's complete.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams will say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Cousins from the gun on third. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins now. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, there's Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. It's complete to Cole. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They run it again with Janovich. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you guys score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power his way up near the 25. To throw, Cousins. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of
the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
First down. Here's Cousins. Going for it all.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
To Evans on the slant.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Cole now on the return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it.
He's got Cole on the slant.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first down throw for Cousins. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw here on target to Hurst.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Cousins on 3rd and 2.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Fournette.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Cole now on the return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
I love the poise in the pocket right here. Protection, absolutely sensational. And he's able to use that protection to scan the field, make sure his receiver came open, and then deliver a perfect pass. That was beautiful.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Down right around the 25. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Steps away to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Andy Janovich from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
But he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Cousins again. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing, Cousins. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Cole now on the return.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Ooh, what a move. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Joe Tryon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. This will be caught at about the 5.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 12. Just over 1:40 to play. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Now Dak. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Going up top, and that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Dak. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.